name's Jason Coggins and I'm with Lepide. We're here at InfoSec 2019 and I've got with me today Joseph Carson, who's the Chief Scientist of Thycotic and Advisory CISO for Thycotic. Welcome, Joseph, to the stand. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's great to be back at InfoSec again.
Great. So how are you finding the show so far?
The show's been fantastic. It's, what I find is that, over the years, it used to be really a security expo event where all the vendors come together.
Yeah.
What's really changed is now it's more of a community. It's a platform to bring all the experts across the industry to one location to really share experiences, collaborate, get lessons learned, and really look at what other people's doing for the future and how they can be better protect organizations.
I see, right, okay. And I know we've talked about this before, but have you seen the kind of attitudes change here at InfoSec over the years? Particularly here at InfoSec this year? Is it the same or has it changed?
Unfortunately not. It's just the same. The message is the same. A little bit less GDPR, a little bit less blockchain, a little bit less artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
But pretty much the same message that most vendors are portraying. And I think it's important because for me, we need to change. We need a major change in this industry. And one of the things we really need to focus on, what's unfortunately not here, is no one's talking about business value. No one's talking about business risk and how we can reduce that risk. And ultimately, when I see myself, I do see myself as a cybersecurity professional expert.
Yeah.
But my job is not to do cybersecurity. My job is to help companies look at the business risk and use my cybersecurity skills to reduce that business risk. That's what my job is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we haven't that really good connection in the industry yet to do that.
So what are vendors getting wrong then to inadequately get that message across correctly? What do you think vendors can do better?
Listen.
Right.
Listen more to the customers. What we tend to do is we tend to speak a lot and we tend to shout a lot,
yeah.
But we're not doing a good job of listening. And what I mean is that one thing that I find is that my job used to be, I was a very technical background and I'd go and enforce employees to do what I need them to do.
Yeah.
But in my job today, I've realized that actually listening is more important. I need to listen to employees, listen to my peers, listen to other departments, listen to all the businesses, listen to the customers, and understand what makes them successful. And if I understand what makes them successful, then my job is to help them be successful safely and securely.
I see. Okay.
And this is the difference. In the industry, we need to be actually listening, learning, and watching more about the business and learning more about the value to the business, and then finding out how we can help them and contribute to that.
I see. So you find your job you're almost interpreting between the vendor and the CISO or whoever's in the market, yeah?
I'm finding I'm more of a translator, trying to find that, help the CISO understand that while technical and cybersecurity is important, how do you translate that into business value? So I do find myself as more of a medium, to translate that communication.
I see. Okay, right. Well, that actually leads me on to my next question quite well because it's a translatory one. Certainly this year, I'm hearing this term zero trust. Everyone's talking about it. What's your interpretation of its meaning, really?
Zero trust is, it's a bad term to use because one of the things is that zero trust is actually something we in the industry have created complexity, and we've created a negative experience, and we've created friction. And zero trust is another term that will create negative experience and friction between security and the employees.
Okay.
Our job is to help them do their job, not to slow them down, not to prevent them from being able to access things when they've already approved and authorized and verified who they are.
Yeah.
So zero trust is not the goal. Zero trust is the starting point, is the beginning. You should actually understand about what risks you're willing to accept and what you're willing to take. And zero trust should be the area that you define into, what do I need to build trust? What do I need from you to verify who you are? The devices you're accessing is authentic. And then once we've established trust, then I want to be less friction as possible. I want you to be able to access things. If you're not changing the risk, and not introducing anything new, then that trust should be established already. If you change the device, or change location, or change where you're coming from, then I need to rebuild the trust again using different factors of authentication and verification and approval. Right. And that's the missing point, is that we're looking at zero trust as basically the defining all the time, verify all the time, but actually the goal should be is to build trust. Okay. And that's the difference. There might be different classifications. I might say, my permanent employees that have corporate devices, I build the trust to a certain point and accept that trust. I may have suppliers and contractors that, I don't trust that much, so I'm going to verify a lot more. And then I have BYOD devices that employees are bringing into the office, which I'll have no trust. So you might break it up into different segmentations in different zones, but zero trust should not be the goal. It's the starting point to building trust.
Thank you very much for clearing that for me, Joe. Thank you very much for your time. Great.
No problem.
Thanks again for coming on the stand and
It's
talking with me.
a pleasure to be
Appreciate
here,
your time.
and
That's great.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, thanks again. Appreciate your time.
No problem.
Thanks, guys. Catch us next time on CISO Talks. Take care.